Welcome back to Josimma Travel Legacy. Today, I'm taking you into one of the planet's most extraordinary natural wonders, a place where nature still follows ancient rhythms and the horizon seems to go on forever. This is the Serengeti National Park, a land of lions and endless plains, of migration and mystery, of stories written in dust and wind. Stay with me as we explore the heartbeat of Tanzania's wild side. The name Serengeti comes from the Maasai word Seringet, which means the place that stretches endlessly. And when you stand here, you understand immediately. This ecosystem covers nearly 14,750 square kilometers, roughly the size of an entire country like Kosovo or Montenegro. The Serengeti is one of the oldest ecosystems on Earth. Scientists say its climate, its vegetation, and the animals that roam here have barely changed for over 1 million years. That stability is what allows such a huge variety of animals to survive together. Its landscape is a mixture of wide-open savannas, rolling grass fields, dotted acacia woodlands, and ancient granite rock formations called kopjes. These massive rocks are more than 1 billion years old and serve as lookout points for lions, shady spots for leopards, and homes to small creatures like rock hyrax. Even the soil tells a story. The volcanic ash that nourishes the Serengeti's southern plains originally came from Ngorongoro's ancient supervolcano. This ash creates some of the richest grazing lands on Earth, which plays a major role in the phenomenon we're about to dive into. The Great Migration is the Serengeti's headline act. It's the largest land animal migration on Earth. Over 2 million animals moving in a massive circular journey across Tanzania and Kenya. At the center of this migration is the wildebeest. Nearly 1.5 million of them roam these plains, accompanied by about 500,000 zebra and hundreds of thousands of Thompson's and Grant's gazelles. Together, they travel around 800 kilometers every year in search of fresh grass and cleaner water. Their journey begins in the southern Serengeti, around December to March. This is calving season. Over 400,000 calves are born in just 3 weeks. That means 8,000 newborns every single day. The plains echo with newborn calls, mothers searching for their calves, and predators quietly watching from the grass. This is the time lions and hyenas feast, and also the time life restarts for the entire ecosystem. Around April, as the rains slow down, the herds move to the central Serengeti and then into the western corridor. Here they face the first major challenge, the Grumeti River. Large crocodiles, some over 5 meters long, wait in the currents for the weakest animals. It's dramatic, dangerous, and raw. But the most intense part comes between July and October when the herds reach the Mara River in the northern Serengeti. This is the crossing people travel from all over the world to witness. The river is wide, the currents strong, the cliffs steep. Wildebeest gather at the riverbank for hours, sometimes days, building tension. One brave animal jumps, and suddenly tens of thousands follow in a chaotic stampede. Crocodiles attack from below, lions sometimes wait on the other side, but still the herds push through. By late October or November, they start their journey back south, completing the cycle, one of the most spectacular natural events ever recorded. The Great Migration isn't just animals moving, it's the Serengeti breathing. The Serengeti is the kingdom of big cats. It holds Africa's largest population of lions, over 3,000 of them. These lions live in prides, usually led by 2 to 5 males. A single pride can control territory as large as a small town. In the early mornings, it's common to see them stretched on kopjes warming themselves, or patrolling the grasslands searching for prey. Cheetahs, the fastest land animals on Earth, prefer the open plains of the south. Their lightweight bodies and long legs allow them to sprint up to 110 kilometers per hour. But what's even more impressive is their hunting technique. They use termite mounds and small bumps in the landscape as lookout points, scanning for gazelles. Leopards, on the other hand, are the silent ghosts of the Serengeti. They hide in the tall grass or rest on thick branches of acacia trees. Unlike lions who rely on teamwork, leopards are solitary. They drag their kills up trees to protect them from hyenas. You may pass right under one without ever knowing it's there. These big cats shape the entire ecosystem. Their presence keeps herbivore populations healthy and balanced, and their hunting patterns influence where animals graze and travel. The Serengeti is home to more than 70 species of large mammals, making it one of the most wildlife-rich areas on Earth. Elephants wander through the woodlands and river valleys, sometimes in herds of 30 or more. Their daily journeys shape the land. They push down trees, create pathways, and dig water points that other animals later use. Giraffes glide across the plains at a slow, graceful pace, feeding on acacia leaves. Their tongues are dark and up to half a meter long, helping them avoid scratches from the thorns. Hippos spend most of their day submerged in pools and rivers. Around sunset, they come out to graze, walking the same paths their families have followed for generations. There are also hundreds of thousands of gazelles: Thompson's gazelles, Grant's gazelles, topi, hartebeest, elands. They all share these plains, each species playing a role. Together, these herbivores support the predators, fertilize the soil, and maintain the grass levels. Without them, the Serengeti would transform into a forest. Every animal here is part of the greater story. Although the Serengeti looks like one giant landscape, it has different regions with their own personalities and wildlife behavior. 1. Southern Serengeti and Ndutu. This is where the migration begins. December to March is calving season. The southern plains are flat, open, and rich in mineral-packed grass. The visibility here is excellent. You can see predators from far away, and they can see their prey too. 2. Central Serengeti, Seronera Valley. This is the most popular part of the park, and for good reason. Seronera has permanent water, which means wildlife stays here all year. It's famous for big cats, especially leopards resting in acacia trees. The Seronera River keeps the area green even during the driest months. 3. Western Corridor. This narrow stretch of land follows the Grumeti River. Around May and June, the migration funnels through this corridor. Huge crocodiles wait patiently along the riverbanks for their annual feast. The forests here are thicker, giving the area a unique mood. 4. Northern Serengeti, Kogatende and Lamai Wilder, quieter, more remote. This is where the famous Mara River crossings happen. From July to October, the northern Serengeti turns into one of the most dramatic wildlife stages on Earth. The landscape is a mix of rolling hills, woodlands, and river valleys. 5. Lobo area. Lobo is rugged, ancient, and less visited by tourists. Massive granite kopjes blend into thick grasslands. Elephant herds love it here. Big cat sightings are high, but the biggest charm of Lobo is its sense of solitude. You feel like you've stepped back in time. Each region adds a different chapter to the Serengeti story. The Serengeti is not just wildlife, it has a deep human story, shaped largely by the Maasai people. The Maasai have lived around these plains for centuries as pastoralists, moving their cattle with the seasons. Their society is organized into age sets and clans. Warriors, known as Morans, protect livestock from predators. Their bright red shuka clothing is iconic, believed to scare lions. Their traditional dances involve jumping competitions, symbolizing strength and endurance. The Maasai believe that all cattle on Earth were given to them by God, making cattle not just food, but wealth, identity, and cultural pride. Their coexistence with wildlife is remarkable. They understand animal behavior deeply and rarely kill predators unless under direct threat. Today, the Maasai work closely with conservation groups. Many serve as rangers, trackers, or cultural guides helping protect the Serengeti. Their knowledge is one of the reasons this ecosystem remains so well preserved. If you're planning a trip, here's what you need to know. December-March, best for calving season in the south. April-May, rainy season, fewer tourists, but muddy roads. June-October, best for predator sightings and Mara River crossings. November, short rains, migration heading south. Bring neutral-colored clothes, a good zoom lens, at least 200 to 400 millimeters, sunscreen, hat, sunglasses, binoculars, enough water and snacks for long game drives. Book early, especially July to October. Check for affordable hotels and campsites link under the description. The Serengeti isn't just a destination. It's a reminder of how wild and beautiful our planet can be when nature is allowed to thrive. From newborn calves taking their first steps to lions roaring through the night, every second here feels like a gift. If you enjoyed this journey, hit that subscribe button and join me, Emma, right here on Josimma Travel Legacy. Tanzania has many stories, and I'll be here to bring them to you. Until next time, stay wild, stay curious, and keep exploring.